Right off the bat, I can tell you it is as quiet can be in here. I am amazed at how I hear nothing outside. It just feels, you know how you can go into a room that's wrapped with insulation, or even out in the snow for that matter, just that feeling of extreme quiet, no echo. I mean, this house is vacant and there is no echo at all. And it has concrete walls, blocks, acoustic ceiling tiles of some sort, but metal, what am I trying to say? Metal supports all the way across the ceiling. So metal, glass, block, and I'm not in the carpeted rooms right now, but it is so quiet. I don't understand how, but I'm so glad. It feels so nice and tight and good. So here's a little recap. At the end of the day on Monday, this would be day 3 of working in here. Carpet is all out on this side of the house. And we're still scraping over here, but it's almost done over here too. And it's 6:40 p.m. Another long day, but very productive. So I'm so bad at remembering to grab my camera because I have been actually laying tape on the floor for a couple of hours and trying to get a floor plan laid out here for the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, walk-in closet, and laundry. So there's a lot to include in this area, and I am really trying hard with all these angles. Here's what I've got so far. And it's all going to be tweaked shortly, and hopefully I'll have a layout before the end of the day. So I've changed my mind a couple of times with what I see, but this is the king-size bed that I've laid out. And I was going to have something down at the foot of the bed, like PAX units, and actually border off the room with some PAX units, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I like being able to see in down this hallway into the bedroom. I think that's going to be a lot better feel. And then this will walk into the bathroom. These will be wardrobes. And again, this is all going to change, but I think this is kind of something that could work. That would be my walk-in closet. So laying in bed, I have an angled wall put in there because I think that might be a good spot for a television to go on. I don't care anything about watching television, but my husband likes to watch it before he falls asleep, so trying to incorporate that. So then you would walk into my closet this direction, and then I have put in a little sitting area for myself, which I actually really love about the house that we're in right now. I put that in our current home, and I am down there every night with my iPad and just, I don't know, just it's tranquil, it's calm, and that's what I want to do again. So I'm trying to get that incorporated in there. So I'm just starting on this side, and this is when I realized that I should grab my camera and catch everybody up as to what I'm doing. So for now, I'll put the camera down and try to capture some more in a minute. Here's the aftermath of all of the things that we've taken out of the house over the last few days. And I've called somebody to come and pick it all up, and I'm just taking this video actually to send to them so that they'll know how big of a vehicle they'll need to transport it and get it off of our property. the layout has been tweaked a little bit since the last time I showed you. I have all the bedrooms laid out and thinking that this is going to be a pretty good setup. The guys are filling in divots that the tack strips left, and they are also filling in the cracks and adding some concrete to that so that it's all nice and smooth. I wanted to get on and give a little update. This has been a full 1 week in our project. This has been a good week. I feel really good about all that we got done. I'm getting the trash picked up in just a little bit here. They're scheduled to come at any minute now, and taking all of the stuff away. All of our demo will be removed today. So I feel like that's a really good first week in this renovation project. I had a big day yesterday meeting with plumbers, 2 different plumbers, getting bids, and got one of the bids back and swallowed really hard when I saw it. It's not gonna be something we can do, so I'm hoping that the other plumber comes in with a much more realistic price, and we'll have to just make some decisions on that. But I met with the HVAC guys this week, and again, yesterday, so 2 days worth of meeting with them, just making sure that we're good with splitting off our units back here and our cold air return back here and making it channel out differently, and trying to think through how this place is going to stay comfortable with the things that we're getting ready to do. So since walls have never gone to the ceiling in this house, we have some things to think about, and that's what we're trying to do, is just think ahead. It's really a lot for me to just, I'm a little bit panicked, like, oh, what if I miss something? But I'm gonna keep rolling. That's the way you have to do it, and you have to be ready for the next thing that's coming. We're hitting the weekend here, so things will slow down as far as progress in the space, but we are totally emptied out. Everything is removed. This is probably the cleanest that we're gonna see it. One of the things that's been so interesting here, the other day I spotted, actually it was our contractor framer that was here. He said, is that a baby? Is that a fawn back there in the yard? And I squinted. It was so teeny tiny. It was the smallest, newest little baby fawn that I've ever seen. Not that I've seen a lot, but that was a tiny little deer. And then I got paranoid about it because it didn't look like it was even gonna make it. It was so new and left alone, and I could tell it was breathing, but it laid there all day. I called the vet, I called the Tennessee Wildlife, and they just said, leave it alone. The mother will come back unless it's been hit by a car, which that was my big fear. I'm like, this baby's just gonna lay out here and die. I just know it. It was kind of hot. It's in the 80s in the bright sunshine, and it felt like a heaviness all day on me. So hours went by, hours and hours, probably 7 hours. Baby was still laying there. It did make its way over into a shaded area, just not too far, like just a little ways away. There was a little respite from the sun, and somehow it got over there. I didn't watch it. I just know that when I went back out, it was in a new place. Anyhow, about 6 o'clock that night, a deer, maybe it was earlier than that. Anyhow, later that afternoon, evening, I spotted a deer on the side of the yard, and it was the mom, evidently, because I came back in the house, and within 20 minutes, the baby was gone. And then we saw it again in the middle of the yard, in the front yard, yesterday. So I'm gonna get to watch this baby grow up. I have a feeling that it'll be around, so kind of fun.